The effects of climate change are far-reaching and can be seen in almost every sector of our lives, including the real estate market. Rising temperatures can have a serious impact on house prices, particularly in California. As temperatures rise, so do the costs associated with living in certain areas. In addition to higher utility bills and a greater need for air conditioning and insulation, increased temperatures can also result in property damage from floods and wildfires, making living in certain regions more expensive. In California, where the temperatures have been steadily rising over the past few decades, this impact is especially evident. Studies have found that for each degree Celsius rise in temperature, house prices tend to go up by around 0.4%. This means that in some areas of California, estate prices may already be affected by the current climate crisis. It is important to note that this effect is not uniform across all areas. Some regions may be more impacted than others depending on their proximity to wildfire risk or coastal flooding. In order to better understand how climate change is affecting housing prices in California, it is important to examine the relationship between temperatures and house prices in different regions. The temperatures in California are rising at an alarming rate. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, temperatures in California are increasing at twice the global average, with average annual temperatures in the state increasing by 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit over the past century. This rapid rise in temperature is expected to continue, with the EPA predicting further increases of up to 4.8 degrees by 2100. These rising temperatures have had a profound effect on housing prices across the state. Studies have shown that hotter temperatures can lead to higher prices, with a study by the American Association for the Advancement of Science finding that for every 1 degree Celsius increase in temperatures, house prices in California can increase by 1.4%. This trend is further exacerbated by climate change, as hotter temperatures are projected to become increasingly common in California. With temperatures expected to rise dramatically in the coming decades, house prices in the state could also be expected to experience a significant increase in value. Thus, it's essential that homeowners and potential buyers alike are aware of the impacts of climate change on housing prices in California. As the temperatures continue to rise due to climate change, the impact on housing prices in California could be substantial. Studies have already shown that rising temperatures lead to an increase in house prices, so it is likely that the trend will continue. To make matters worse, California's housing market is already highly competitive and expensive, so any additional rise in prices could have drastic consequences for buyers and renters alike. The good news is that there are steps that can be taken to mitigate the effects of climate change and prevent house prices from escalating further. By investing in green infrastructure and sustainable energy solutions, California could help reduce its carbon footprint and slow down the rate of temperature increase. Additionally, local governments could consider policies that limit rent increases and ensure access to affordable housing options. Ultimately, it is difficult to predict what the future holds for house prices in California as the impacts of climate change become more apparent. However, it is clear that this issue needs to be addressed sooner rather than later if Californians are to enjoy a stable housing market. Taking proactive steps now can help ensure that California's housing market remains accessible and affordable for many years to come.